you can think of no experience in your life where any of the testimonies have had any effect, or no examples.
Well,
no one has ever helped you, never had any experience. You went to a Quaker school. You went to like a tiny Quaker school where you lived in community houses.
And that was fun.
Yeah, so tell us about that. Tell us about meeting school.
The meeting school? Okay, wow. It feels like forever ago, even though it was like just last school year. I kind of miss it. It was interesting. There were, I don't know, what do you want me to talk about? Stuff happened. It was weird.
Talk about community. How is community there different?
How isn't community there different? Let's see. There's a lot of differences. Housing is different. We have co-ed dorm houses instead of dorm rooms. So like each house is like a faculty apartment, student bedrooms, a bathroom for the students. Like faculty have their own laundry. Students have to go down the street to Red House where the student laundry is, which sucks in the winter. But generally, like, the student area is separate from the faculty area within the house, so, like, student interactions are just that, student interactions. Students are with each other a majority of the time, largely with just the students in their house instead of, like, everybody, because, especially in the winter, people get antisocial and don't want to go outside because it's cold, and also don't feel like dealing with people. But, you know, sometimes we have things where we're more like a community. Students have student meeting every week where we as a student body get together and talk about what's important to us, and if there's something we think needs to be changed, we write a proposal and bring it to the community meeting, which is also every week. Ow, why is that there? And community meeting was faculty and students, and it was where we could be heard in a constructive manner. It was great. And everyone kind of cared and listened to each concern and proposal and considered every option, and students got to say, like, this is why this is important to us, and this is why we think this will work. And faculty could say, well, these are the concerns I have with it, how will you address that? And students can answer those questions. I mean, you could have a pet on campus if you could swing it in community meeting. Yeah, and there weren't really limitations on what pet you could have unless they were imposed by like the students in your house, your boarding house parents, and then the community. So like if you could get through those 3 levels of like everything, then you could pretty much have any kind of pet you wanted, which was pretty sweet. I never had a pet on campus though, because I'm just not motivated. I don't know. Stuff. We did stuff. I mean, we had community activities. Every Saturday night, we had a Saturday night activity that was student planned and student meeting, and we ran it by weekend faculty and then did it. And like sometimes it cost money. Sometimes it was just we'd go to Franklin Pierce University, rent movies, and come back here, go back to school and watch movies. Mm-hmm. It was whatever. Sometimes the students decided that we wanted to do things like go down to that really gross pond and swim, even though technically we weren't supposed to do that without a faculty because safety and all that. But like, you know, there were enough of us, and some of us would just stay on the bank.
So you felt, not to interrupt you, but you felt that at meeting school there was more, students were more autonomous than here?
A little bit, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes here it's like, oh, nobody's around. I think I'm just going to sit here. Whereas there it was, nobody's around. I'm going to go find people. I mean, it can be that like that here too, but like, I don't know, it was more like we sought human interaction even when we were like really stressed out. And like there were people you talked to more when you were really stressed out. I hung out with, some of my best conversations with my best friend Layla were when we were both really stressed out and just didn't want to do anything. Yeah.
All right.